Lewis Hart for the Ring magazine. Delighted to be joined with IBF super lightweight champion Richardson Hitchins here in Atlantic City. We've just seen Jaron Ennis become a unified welterweight champion. What was your thoughts on that performance there?
To be honest, the way the fight was built up, I thought it was going to be a good fight. I thought it was going to be harder than that just from watching Booth's last fight. He got hit a lot, I feel like, that last fight. But this fight, he styled on him. Like that was like a Turgati Floyd.
I mean, how important was it to put in a statement, especially after the second Karen fight, where there's a lot of critics away, to box how he did? How important was that when sort of almost silenced the doubters, I guess?
To be honest, that was very important. And tonight, he performed. He didn't just dominate. He annihilated. He annihilated that guy, and then he showed it was levels. And he motivated me for my next fight.
Well, we do have to talk about your next fight. George Kambosos looking like June 14th. Homecoming in New York. Talk to me about the feeling of that.
I'm excited to bring George Kambosos. You know, I don't like George Kambosos. Yeah. I respect him as a man, but as a fighter, I feel like he's a bum. So I feel like, to be honest, he's an accomplished bum though. I like to call George Kambosos today's Rocky. Every fight he's bloody, ugly after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's a warrior. This fight right here, he thought Lomachenko did something to him. What I'm about to do to him in 2 months, it ain't gonna be nice.
Well, he's put out a few tweets. Yourself have gone back and forth. He said, like, you know, he's the player, and you sort of got to bow to him. What did you make of, I guess, the tweets that George just made towards yourself?
After this fight, he's going back to club shows in Australia. It's over with. Yeah. It's over with. So he believes in himself, but when he get in there, I don't know, when you feel it, it gets a little different. You see how Liam was talking? Yeah. Liam was talking all that. Once he got in there, he was jittery and all that. So it's going to happen to his man. Yeah.
But he does always like to make a few comments about how much you earn. I did an interview with him and he said, you know, his car's worth more than what you made in your last fight. He says we're earning more of you.
My manager's making more money in this fight. Yeah. My manager's making more money in this fight. George Kambosos, he's over with. This is his last paycheck in boxing. After this, he's out of here.
When you watched this fight against Jake Wiley, you must have taken a lot of confidence from that, would you say?
No, from the first time I seen him fight, I was like, he ain't good. But I can't take credit away from him. He is undisputed, former undisputed champion. He did beat Teofimo. Let's say that again. He did beat Teofimo, the guy that the world wanted me to see. I couldn't get Teofimo. I got the guy that beat Teofimo. And I'm going to show the difference between when a guy comes to New York City and fight a guy that claim they from New York, and when a guy come to New York and fight a guy that's from New York. Yeah. It ain't going to be nice.
Well, I did want to ask you, especially away from George Kambosos, I know you're not looking past him, but there's a big fight obviously on May 2nd, Teofimo Lopez against Kambosos Jr. Ideally, potentially you could face the winner of that getting through George. We didn't be more if it was Teo.
Yeah, it wouldn't be more. Like me and Teofimo unifying, that'd be a big fight for the division. I think that would be a fight that would, you know, like take my career to the next level. And yeah, that's what we're looking for. Hopefully we can line that up. I want to unify this year. So,
what'd you make of his fight against Kambosos Jr?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. To be honest, I don't think it's gonna be easy, but let's see.
Yeah. Before I do let you go, you got a message for Kambosos if he might be watching this?
I'ma fucking bury you in 2 months, pussy. Promise you. Get ready.
Richardson, appreciate the time. Thank you, mate. Cheers.